Hello friends, welcome to my channel MediDoc. Today we are discussing very important topic, that is IV cannula. IV cannula, it uses gauge sizes, their colors and specifications. So let's move towards the topic. First of all, gauges and their color codes. Orange 14 gauge, ash 16 gauge, white 17 gauge, green 18 gauge, pink 20 gauge, blue 22 gauge, yellow 24 gauge, and spider needle is 25 gauge. In our Asian setup hospitals, there is no use of ash 16 gauge cannula. We take orange as a 16 gauge cannula and used in adults. So orange color cannula is 14 gauge or 16 gauge. Then white is 17 gauge cannula, green color is 18 gauge cannula, pink color is 20 gauge cannula, blue color is 22 gauge cannula, and last 24 gauge cannula is yellow one, used in adults and pediatrics for slow rates infusions. And for spinal needle we use 25 gauge cannula, that is French grading. Now gauges and their IV uses. Most commonly gauges used in our wards are 16, 18, 20, 22 and 24. So the gauge 16. This IV uses large fluid volume, rapid infusion, trauma, high risk surgery. These all requires a large vein. That is of orange color cannula. Now green color 18 gauge cannula used in trauma, surgery, viscous solution, blood transfusions. This all requires a large vein. Then pink color 20 gauge cannula. Most commonly it is used in routine infusions and IV access. That is pink color 20 gauge cannula. Then 22 gauge cannula, that is of blue color, used in small fragile veins, older adults and for slower infusions. Then 24 gauge yellow color cannula, used in slow flow rates, pediatrics and elderly surgeries or emergency procedures. Now again see cannula sizes and their uses. First of all, 14 gauge or 16 gauge cannula, that is of orange and grey color cannula. Its uses is used in high risk surgical procedure, requires a large vein. Then 18 gauge green color cannula, it is used in trauma, surgery, blood transfusions and for CT scan with dye. It also requires a large vein. Then 20 gauge pink color cannula. It is most commonly used and suitable for non-emergency blood transfusion. That is 20 gauge pink color cannula. Then 20 gauge blue color cannula. It is used in older adults and it is suitable for slow speed infusions. Then 24 gauge yellow color cannula. It is used in pediatrics or elderly, that is elderly adults. That's all about cannula sizes. Now we move towards sizes and specification. That is a 14 gauge orange color cannula, 16 gauge grey color cannula, then 18 gauge green color cannula, 20 gauge pink color, 22 gauge blue color and 24 gauge yellow color cannula. Now their flow rates. 14 gauge orange color cannula, its flow rate is 300 ml per minute. Then 16 gauge grey color cannula is 200 ml per minute. 18 gauge green color cannula 19 ml per minute. 20 gauge pink color cannula 61 ml per minute flow rate. 22 gauge blue color cannula 36 ml per minute. Then 24 gauge yellow color cannula 15 ml per minute. That's all about cannula, its sizes, its color, its gauges and specification. Hope you like our video and do not forget to subscribe our channel for next video notification. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.